don't start those, you solve them. Finish them, they wobbly. Okay, chill, they falling.
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. And here's what the Washington Wizards schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. And then Friday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And for their matchup with Detroit, that should be an interesting one. Early in the season, both teams will still be working out the details.
And now the Washington Wizards starters. Trae Young out there with Johnson. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly. Then there's Sarr. And it's Davis in at the four-man position. And for the Knicks, Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Jalen Brunson, and it's Houston in at the 2-guard spot. Well, 2 of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Here's Brunson. Going inside. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Tough as they come. Sometimes it looks like Brunson prefers finishing through contact.
Outside Coulibaly. Back to Young. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
Oh, man, they were in total control, really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Washington with the ball, following the bucket by the Knicks, and finished off by Davis.
Good positioning that time from AD, working the pick and roll beautiful.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. He knows they're in for a tough matchup against Trae Young. Coach told me Trae is an offensive savant, but we have to find a way to disrupt his game. We're going to throw some length at him, pick him up once he crosses half court, and hound him on every possession. Guys, back to you.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And that one's good.
There's so many ways Davis can beat you on the interior. Defenders always on their heels when he is attacking.
And the Wizards last season with the worst record in the Eastern Conference. Grant second in losses only to Utah.
Yeah, BA, the course is clear. Development and youth. The losses can be tough to stomach, but they do have some intriguing up-and-coming players.
Here's Coulibaly after the basket by New York. There's Young with the 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Brunson passes to Towns, shoots over Johnson. That's good from Towns on the assist from Brunson.
Nice. They've missed just 1 of 5 shots so far. I like the look of this offense.
Young against Brunson. He gets it in there.
And the defense has to be more aware, or else Young will stick them from the mid-range every time.
Pass to Houston. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wizards trail by 4. Outside Davis. Washington moving the ball around. Back to Coulibaly. Here's the 3. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed.
Great feed from Davis, a big guy with nice vision.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Outside Hart. Rebound, Anthony Davis.
Oh, come on, Hart.
Washington's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. And stolen by Brunson. And he lays it in off the breakaway. Brunson's got 8 points.
You know, once Brunson gets ahead of steam behind him, forget about it. Watch out, because he's an absolute terror when playing downhill in transition.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. for New York. And a moment to check out the 2K leaderboard. Here were the best rebounders last season. Second, Karl Anthony Towns.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Sarr with a screen on Hart. To the middle. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Sarr using all of his length and athleticism to tell this league that he has arrived.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. And he drives in. Got it. 10 points for him.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Outside Davis. Pass to Coulibaly. Here's Young. Fires the three. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Yeah, often shooting from way beyond the arc. Young easily pops in the short-range three.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Big Cat says, take that.
Here's Young. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable. Outside Davis. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. And he lays it up and in.
Yeah, for a young wing like Johnson, scoring inside will open up the rest of the floor for you.
Inside, here's Bridges. Some solid defense from Coulibaly.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. He's one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense.
New York trailing. Pass to McBride. Takes a three. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Washington's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Screen by Young. From deep, Johnson. And it's Brunson with the rebound. New York has gone 0 for 2 from outside. It's Bridges on the wing. Missed inside.
I mean, come on, Bridges, damn.
For Washington, they've gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. Young, the pass to Johnson. Screen by Young. 4-3. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Knicks trail by 5. Bridges, right side. Young against Brunson. Pass to Towns. Stolen by Sarr.
Damn, messed up. That's my fault.
And there's Young. That's good. On the assist by Sarr. Young's got 10 points.
It's been a good night for him overall and a good night for this team.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And Washington will go for a different look here. Champagnie, he's checked in for Sarr. George comes in for Coulibaly. Carrington, he's checked in for Johnson. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Trae Young. We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. Outside McBride. Pass to Shannon. They need this. And he lays it in.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Russell deciding where to go with it. And here's Davis. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, you look at how the Knicks built this team, Clark. Some astute all-in trades.
Yeah, you know, New York spent years, B.A., building their draft assets. They cast them in on some all-star level guys, and we're seeing the fruit of that kind of work.
one falls for him.
In many ways, Anthony Davis is the epitome of a two-way threat. He can be just dominating on both sides of the ball with his physicality.
He's perfect from the line this time.
At his best, Davis is an MVP caliber player, one of the true franchise guys in the league.
McBride passes to Shamet. It's Bridges on the wing from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Washington.
Damn.
Pass to Champagny. Russell against Bridges. Now here's Russell. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
With one on the clock. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for the Washington Wizards. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be back in a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Washington.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And so in the game for Washington, we've got Carlton Carrington. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. Keyshawn George is out there with Davis. And it's Champagny at the 4. So it's Washington now, after New York picked up the 3 with their last shot. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Back to you, Brian.
Priority straight. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Carrington, no good. So it's the Knicks now. Their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
Agile and skilled. Let Bridges get inside with the rock. He'll find a way to get a bucket.
Russell to pass to Davis. Over Robinson. Washington again can't hit.
Fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Bridges misses. For Washington, they've got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. George passes to Davis. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. New York in 5th.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. New York making a switch here. No good on that one. All right, Grant, when your team is in the second game of a back-to-back, do you play it differently?
You know, it depends on what happened in the first game. Did your starters have to play a lot of minutes? Did you get into double overtime? It just depends, B.A.
Good on the second one. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's McBride. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Oh, Robinson with a block.
He's normally good for at least a couple of throwbacks a game. Robinson, a force on that defensive side of the ball.
Come on, Bridges.
Look, bad shooting nights happen to everybody. He's just got to feel fortunate that his teammates have picked up the slack for him.
And here's New York now. They're on a 9-1 run. Here's McBride. No good from outside. The Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Carrington. Out to the right wing. And again, Washington, no good.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
And the basket by Bridges.
And they're really working the paint now.
And Washington has possession. And there's the screen. Outside Carrington. No good on the triple. New York leading by 5. Left side Robinson. New York working the ball around now. Houston. Second chance shot. And there's a nice layup by Robinson. Robinson's gotten his second bucket.
Once that shot goes up, Robinson is doing his work well before
Left him
that.
open.
He wants to get that miss if it happens.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis.
Maybe that'll help them recapture
Oh my
their
God.
edge a little bit, guys.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Clark, 51 wins for the New York Knicks last season. Their best finish in over a decade.
Yeah, and they got that done despite significant turnover on their roster, BA, making it even more impressive. And as they gel, the question is, can this team take the next step and contend for a title? I think they're certainly capable.
For the Knicks, Towns, he's checked in for Hukporti, and Brunson is subbed in for McBride. And then for Washington, Sarr's checked in for Champagnie. Johnson comes in for Carrington, and it's Young in for Russell. And here's New York now. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Brunson. It's rebounded by George.
Oh, come on.
And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Washington. Johnson on the wing. Nifty move. Nice D from Bridges. Knicks leading by 3. Here's Towns. Towns, too strong. Washington's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. There's Young with the 3. The Knicks pull it in. Here's Houston. Rebounded by Johnson.
Oh, come on, Houston.
Wizards trail by 5.
11th in blocks. And in terms of free throw shooting, it was certainly one of their weaknesses. Finishing in the top 20 in the league, and it really hurt them at times during the season.
Koulibaly, he's checked in for Davis.
Wizard substitution, number 24.
Brunson against Young. And rejected.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Free throw drops for Sarr.
Obviously, Alexander Sarr's stature grabs your attention, but he's stronger than he looks too. And that can be a pretty dangerous combination if he learns to use it right.
That one misses. Well, Clark, players sometimes talk about the game slowing down as they gain experience.
Well, it's the benefit of experience,
Ah,
understanding
damn it.
situations, having gone through various situations as you get more engaged in the league over time. The more you understand where you're supposed to be, usually you can get there on time or early, and you're more reactive versus thinking. Yeah, that time Bridges got loose and got everything he wanted right there. What a throwdown.
Pass to Sarr. Robinson against Johnson. Back to Sarr. Outside Young. Clock at 6. Sarr with a screen on Brunson. There's Young with the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Down low. Houston gets the bucket. And now it's an 8-point Knick lead.
You love the efficiency that Houston scores and plays with. Takes smart shots all the time.
George outside. Back to Young. This one for 3. Young with the signature tray.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Hart's checked in for Robinson. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. Number 1, Trae Young.
It was a virtuoso performance. They ran the offense through him time and time again.
.149 left in the first half. Brunson with it, and it's Young picking him up. And that one's good. Brunson.
When he's hot, Brunson is capital letter hot. There's just so many ways he can hurt you.
Pass to Sarr. The kick out to Young. And the 3 off target.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
Here's Houston. Rebound Washington. Koulibaly's got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson finds Koulibaly. Now George. Out left to the wing. There's Young with the 3. That's his 6 make in 11 tries.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's Brunson. Sneaking inside. It's Brunson.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
It's a 3-pointer. Young's got 19 points.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Outside Johnson. Step back and fire. Good on the jump shot. And now just a 1-point New York lead.
Yeah, this is what Johnson is out here to do. When the mid-range opens up, he doesn't hesitate firing.
Outside Hart. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. New York shooting their first free throws here tonight.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
That free throw no good.
You know, guys, Josh Hart is somebody that's going to give you everything he's got. His combination of outside shooting and defense is really quite valuable to any team.
16 seconds left to play in the first half. Young from long range, and it's New York with a rebound. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Here's Houston. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock management there.
An ideal way to end the quarter with momentum on your side.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. New York out in front, leading by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hello, everybody. The news is in. Players of the week have been named. Let's see who's hot. In the Western Conference, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, some people try to compare him to the great Michael Jordan. I don't like to do that, but lately, he has been Jordan-esque.
Yeah, get back to me when Ants won 6 rings and we could talk about that. But his career is onward and upward right now.
And now, guys, let's look back at the first half of our game. Jalen Brunson has been fantastic.
Brunson's getting buckets. He's playing to his strength. The defense hasn't had an answer, so he just keeps rolling.
Yeah, very assertive, and they trust his decision-making.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
He's hit shot after shot from deep. He's so locked in right now.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. It's a 5-point game. Bridges and Hart are the 3 and the 4. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Houston in a 2-guard. That's the group starting the second half for Mike Brown. Now here's Johnson. Fades and shoots. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Davis has got 11.
I know Davis would prefer to get it inside, but he's making the most of his mid-range chance. No such thing as an easy bucket most of the time in the NBA, but I'm surprised he missed that.
Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trae Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
And Young gets
Trae
it to
Young,
go.
man.
Yeah, he can light up the stat sheet. Young really putting on a clinic.
Here's Brunson. Davis with a rebound.
Damn.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Pass to Young. Inside. It's Trae Young.
Yo, come on, guys.
Nice
What
start
the hell?
to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
For New York, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Here's Houston. Yes, and a nice assist from Brunson. Brunson's got 3 assists tonight.
There it is, the first basket of the half after missing their first 3 attempts.
There's Davis with the 3. Kept alive. Takes the 3. No good that time. The Knicks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Bridges outside. Stolen by Young.
Damn.
To the inside. Here's Davis. Davis going to work in the paint.
Time and time again,
Jesus Christ.
they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunity.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. 5th on the list, the Knicks.
It's one thing to be aggressive getting to the line. And last year, they made good on the opportunities when they presented themselves.
New York has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
Stopping Brunson clean is really a challenging endeavor. I mean, he's clever, he's agile, and he is physical and assertive, too.
Damn it.
No good on the free throw.
That's my
In the
fault.
summer of 24, Jalen Brunson signed a contract extension, famously signing for less than his max club.
Yeah, you know, B.A., it was a calculated move by Brunson because he wanted the team to have room to add additional players. If you ask me, that's the kind of winning, selfless attitude you want from the guy who's your franchise player.
There's Young with the three. Hart pulls it in.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
It's Bridges on the wing. New York again can't hit.
It has been a shaky start this half for their offense, shooting just 1 of 5.
There's Young with the three. Not going to go that time.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Stolen by Sarr.
Damn.
Koulibaly with it. Hart covering. Outside Young. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper. Young's got 7 points for the quarter.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Brunson passes to Bridges. New York working the ball around now. And it's powered home by Towns.
Nice pass by Bridges. Just keeping his options open out there.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Year to year, Karl Anthony Towns remains an elite three-point threat in this league, Clark.
Yeah, he's one of the best shooters, period, in the league. And when you talk about just big guy shooters, he is the best. I mean, Jokic is maybe going to give him a run for the money, but I'd take Cat as the best three-point shooter of big men in the league. I mean, he's 7 feet tall, 250 pounds, and it's really hard to find anybody that can guard him outside and inside.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by New York. Towns passes to Bridges. Back to Towns. Here's Houston. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Houston's got 12 points in the game.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Sarr with a screen on Brunson. The kick out to Johnson. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. To the wing, right side. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And now it's a 4-point New York lead.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Young against Brunson with the 10-footer, and it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got 4 rebounds now. Towns, left side. It's deflected. Koulibaly against Bridges. Pass to Davis. Towns against Sarr. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
Boy, it's a big bonus for this team when Towns is engaged and making an impact defensively.
To the paint. Easy work inside for Towns. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard. He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
A new lineup here for Washington. The steal. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Bridges, and it's Bridges with the jam.
Major force from Mikal Bridges there.
Here's Vukcevic. A minute and a half left in the third quarter. George drives in. Can't hit that one. Good work defensively by Robinson. And here's New York now. They're on a 16-7 run. Brunson passes to Shamet. Shoots over George. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Wizards trail by 8. Here's Russell. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
You know, this is one of D'Angelo's biscuit and butter moves. I mean, quick pull-up off the dribble. He loves that.
Count the basket. Brunson's got 19 points.
Credit the plays they're calling for him. Getting him right now some good shots.
George, a screen on Brunson. George outside. From downtown. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
New York leading by 5. Pass to Bridges from behind the arc. And a big finish by Robinson.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
But, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Russell finds George. They set the pick. Here's Vukcevic. And another basket for Washington.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target. If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Now, he may only be 6'1", but Brunson plays much bigger than that. I mean, he plays with a physicality.
The three from Russell. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Knicks out in front, up by 7. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Washington, they've got D'Angelo Russell. He's out there with Carlton Carrington. Davis out there with George. And it's Champagnie at the power forward position. And so it's New York with it, following the score by Washington. Towns for 3. Towns making that shot look routine.
Towns is money off the catch and shoot.
The Wizards trail by 8. Now Carrington. Pass to Davis. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 11 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Towns. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Davis missing again.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Carrington, following the bucket by the Knicks. Pass to Davis. Looking to win the run. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 12 now. tenacity on the glass. Here's Shamet. The three is up. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 3 assists in the game. Davis, a screen. Fires for 3. The shot by Russell, no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now here's Carrington. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. And here are the Knicks. They've got a 13-2 run going. McBride attacking. Yep, count it. And the Knicks lead by 18.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Here's Champagny. Davis hits.
Offensively, he's carrying his weight, doing his part. Maybe they should get the ball to him a little bit more.
Here's McBride. Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell who brings up the ball for Washington. George passes to Russell. Back to George. Fires from deep. Houston with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
For 3. A nice shot by McBride. McBride's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Outside Russell, pass to Champagny. Now here's Davis. Robinson defending. Davis, that's good. And that's 19 points for Anthony Davis.
That is good offense, unselfish play.
And here's New York now. They're on an 18-6 run. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Carrington. Pass to Russell. The 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it. Getting the ball into the paint for a close range look. That's a nice pass.
The Wizards trail by 19. And here's Russell. Pass to Davis. Houston with a rebound. For New York, they've gotten 8 of 10 attempts in. Very productive here in the 4th. Towns, that's good.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Time now to present our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
It's almost beyond belief what he's done in this game. He's been impossible to cool off, hitting just about everything he looks at. It doesn't matter who's guarding him. He's had an answer for just about everyone.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Inside, here's Johnson. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 3rd assist of the night. And the Knicks with the possession here. They have a 19-point lead. Brunson passes to Bridges. Outside Hart. Bridges against Coulibaly. Back to Hart. Clock at 4. Here's Towns. And there's the rejection. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Sarr. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Here's Brunson. And they'll get another chance. McBride passes to Bridges. Off the mark there with a 3. The Wizards trail by 19. Here's Koulibaly. He got it!
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Young against Brunson. It's Bridges on the wing. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Knicks lead by 19.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Davis misses. New York has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Knicks.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
I don't think it'll play out quite that simply, though. The team coming out on the losing end of game 1 is just that much more motivated to get even in game 2 and 3. So I think the edge goes to the losing team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Karl Anthony Towns.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Outside Young.
From Trey Young.
And so New York takes this one by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. And they were just dominant out there.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And now, time for our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.
Brunson, I'm talking about 23 points, yeah. Brunson, 23 points, Towns, 21, Allie Houston. You had an efficient night, man. Help us up. Thanks for joining my live. I really appreciate it.